Thank you.
Mark Harper.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And can I commend you for your statement that you made before this debate started? I agreed with every word, and also to the Honourable Lady, the member for North East 5 for securing the debate. Usually, Mr. Speaker, I start by saying it's a great pleasure to speak in this debate. On this occasion, it isn't really. I regret that we're here today, and I think that's most unfortunate. Let me say just a brief word about the specific case of Mr. Owen Paterson. I read the Standards Committee report in full. I listened to the chairman of the committee last week. I think the report was clear and unambiguous, and I fully support what he said. I hope that the Treasury bench can resolve the matter in the way that he set out tomorrow. I think that would be helpful both for the reputation of the House, but I think also for Mr. Paterson to put this matter to bed rather than it remaining an issue of continuing controversy. I also note in the press discussion speculation about a peerage for Mr. Paterson. I hope ministers can rule that out. I think that would be a mistake and most regrettable. On the process, can I commend the members of the committee that have spoken? I thought they spoke very well, and also, Mr. Speaker, a lay member of the committee, I think Tammy Banks, did an interview at the weekend in some detail, which I think, if it was listened to by members of the public, would have reassured them that there is a robust and independent process to hold members of this House to a high standard. And I thank both the Commissioner, the committee, both the members of the House who are members of the committee, but also the lay members for the work they do, generally unthanked and unappreciated, but that I think is very important. Personally, Mr. Speaker, I think the process that the committee follows is pretty fair. I'm sure there are improvements. I look forward to the committee's investigation into the Code of Conduct and any suggestions that it may have, and I hope they can be taken forward in a cross-party way. Mr. Speaker, as a former government chief whip, I may be permitted, I hope, a couple of points about whipping. The decision we took last week was on a House matter, and in my view, House business should be not whipped, and it should be a free vote. I made that position clear privately, and it's the way I conducted myself in the vote last week. So I voted against the amendment because I thought it was important to uphold the standards of this House for everybody in it. The second thing I'd say on whipping is that politics, Mr. Speaker, is a team game. It's essential to work with your colleagues to deliver anything. But if the team captain is to expect the loyalty and backbenchers and ministers to listen to the direction of the team captain, they deserve that decisions are well thought through and soundly based. And if, on occasion, as on this occasion, and I think the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster set that out very well, the Minister of the Cabinet Office set it out very well, and he was a very valued member of my whip's office, and he did apologise on behalf of the government. But if the team captain gets it wrong, then I think he should come and apologise to the public and to this House. That's the right thing to do in terms of demonstrating leadership. Mr. Speaker, my final point is this. It's really important that when this House debates standards in public life, we all remember, every member, that we're judged on what decisions we make. And I was elected in 2005, and I was therefore in this House when we had to live through the expense scandal, which enveloped members on both sides. It's despite the fact, Mr. Speaker, that I never got caught up in that, I had a completely clean bill of health. It's the only time in my 16 years as a Member of Parliament that when I was at a social function and someone asked me what I did, it's the only time I've been ashamed to say I was a Member of Parliament. I'm not going to do anything or allow anyone to do anything that takes us back to those dark times, and I will do everything I can to avoid us getting there, and no one is going to stop me conducting myself in a way that keeps us free of that damaging reputational era. We've got to have high standards, improve them, and that, Mr. Speaker, I think is what every member of the House wants to achieve.